Hey everybody, welcome to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host, Joel, and today we have a lot of topics for domestic violence. So, so right now, if you like this content, if you like don't forget to like, subscribe, notify, and comment on my podcast. Or you can listen to any platform on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast Manager, or in Amazon Music Store. So thank you very much for following me. Now today we got a lot of topics that we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about the Boston Celtics. We are going to talk about the new Beyonce album that just dropped Friday. We're going to talk about the Draymond Green ejection on the 4 minutes, March Madness, and the NBA standings in the playoffs, the NBA standings. Now let's talk about the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics, yes, they had lost again to this Atlanta Hawks who are in the playing spot overtime 123 to 122. Not the first time we've seen it. Not the first time we've seen it. And they also did play Monday. Monday. On Monday, I believe they lost by 2 points. But this time that wasn't overtime. Monday. Thursday, they lost in overtime. What can I say about the Boston Celtics? The Boston Celtics are a great team. I mean, nobody's above the Boston Celtics. Now, now, what I gotta say about the Boston Celtics is that the Boston Celtics can be the worst team. I mean, if you look at the first game with the Nets, which they lost by 2 points. I look at their stats. I look at their stats. Jason Tatum got 37 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists in 39 minutes. So it's relative to Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown had 24 points, 4 rebounds, one assist, in just 30 minutes. I mean, if I look at the minutes that they played, Jason Tatum played the most. And I know people will say, Drew Holiday wasn't there, which is true. He wasn't there. But you cannot tell me that this Boston Celtics team going to the playoffs uh, will lose to a team like the Atlanta Hawks. If they meet up in the if they meet up in the playoffs, remember the Atlanta Hawks can win. If I look at the first game, before I continue to talk about the game, I look at the first game. I look at the Boston, like I said, I do look at the Boston Celtics on the first meeting on Monday compared to the Atlanta Hawks who do not have Trey Young with the Johnson Williams scoring like what? 19 points, 5 rebounds. 15 or 6 in 40 minutes. You take 40 minutes with the one league on Monday. And now let's go to Thursday when they lost to the Boston lost in overtime. And look at the stats right now. What happened yesterday? Now this time, Drew Holiday played. He played 56 minutes. He got 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. This is I played to my phone. I'm taking on my phone. This we did him. 45 minutes. He played 45 minutes. He had 31 points, 13 rebounds, with assists. 45 minutes. He played over 40 minutes. And I'm just speaking on just himself. It's not that he's fair. Also, I have to bring Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown was did not perform well. 18 points. I look at it. 18 points. One rebound and 4 points with pass. Assist. In 38 minutes, they can be their worst enemy compared to Atlanta Hawks, who is on the very high. So 44 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Uh, you know, Atlanta Hawks is that can really scare you. Can really scare you. And they can do that. Believe me. They can really do that. Now, if they meet up in the playoffs, what do you think is going to happen? You will have the same thing what happened last year. And remember last year, Boston Celtics, and I remember very clearly, I knew what that was. The Boston Celtics were Atlanta Hawks. They were up, um, they were up like a 3-0. Game 4, game 5, now you know I'm not a sky guy. I'm not a sky guy. Which, I don't really look at stats. And I don't believe in it. What happened is they were almost catching up. The Hawks won 2 games, game 4 and game 5. Boston still won in game 6. And you ask yourself, how come this Celtics, Celtics team, who had the fucking the greatest, but the best roster right now, even last year, finished swept finished swept um, the Atlanta Hawks. Oh, I'll go back also for 2 years ago, or what, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. This remember the Boston Celtics without no two couples in there, no Drew Holiday, same team by the way, who went to the finals, swept the Brooklyn Nets. Now I know people will say you know the Brooklyn Nets, they were this team that they were. I remember they were number one seed when they fell out because of the injuries and one football. And you get that, but they did beat Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving that year. So I don't know. But the worst enemy, like for the Boston Celtics, is themselves. They believe themselves. And I don't know what to, well, I don't know what to say about they're their own worst enemy. And then after sorry, before that, on my last one, we talked about the NBA playoff standings. I just want to share this, and I will give you a little clue with it. If the Hawks win against the Chicago Bulls, a replacement team that already lost will be 17. If the Hawks win against that team, would you think about because do you think they can run the bucket to the money? I don't know. I think they can. Just a little clue. Just a little clue. I don't want to go too far. Now, before we jump to the next segment, I just want to add this to the Boston Celtics. If we get them in the playoffs, you need to show up. You need to show up. I know Jalen Brown was in this thing. I know Christoph Porzingis was in this thing. I know Al Horford is going to contribute. And I know Jordan Villa has to coach very well. But Jason Tatum needs to show up in the game. He needs to show up in the game. But if he doesn't, I don't know. And by the way, he doesn't know what he's going to be like getting his max contract after this season. If he gets his max contract and doesn't make the final, it's going to be a slap in the face on the NBA. He is everything. I warn you, people. It's not going to. That's not how to say that. Now, let's talk about Beyonce's new album. The Cowboy Carter. Cowboy Carter. This released Friday. I feel I'm return from this Saturday. You guys on Friday. So, Friday, Spotify, any platform, Apple Music. I listened to her album. And her song, it's like what, 27 songs. Album. 27. 27 songs. Um, 27 songs, which is very unique. And I listened to a couple of songs. I'm just finished listening. And you know I love Beyonce. You know Beyonce is Queen Bee all day, all night. Classic um, Beyonce song. I'm more um, old school Destiny Child. Yes, I am OG. You're from the first of all, like the Destiny Child, which very well. And before that, you were going to have the two other girls. I can't remember their names. They became, told me put it on the chat. I don't tell you. I love it. I didn't finish the song, but I gotta make. I did like the song. I did like a couple of songs. And by the way, there was a lot of controversy about the album. That we're gonna break pause. I'm gonna make that. I do like the album. I didn't listen. I didn't finish it listening to the album, but I enjoyed it. And Indie do your thing. Indie do your thing. Hands down. Hands down. I didn't finish listening to the song, but I will tell you this. If anybody praise song, Beyonce, because she's doing a country song, I don't know. I'm gonna punch. I'm gonna punch her on the wall. I'm not in front of my house. I think in front of my room. So, Stevie, you do your thing. You do your thing, and nobody that you cannot do. Now, since I want to take a little bit of break. Then, then we will talk about the Draymond Green suspension. Not suspension, but ejection against the Magic with a win. And then March Madness. Now, hey, welcome back to the People to be True podcast. I am your host, and now let's talk about the Draymond Green ejection in the 4 minutes. So I didn't get a chance to watch the match. I saw highlights of it, and for the people who did not see the Draymond Green ejection, so I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it right now, and you guys can see it. Yes. Okay. What happened? Good.
There's him a little from behind. And Caro attacking again. And that's not bad defense, but it's a foul and a finish. And you just see the strength where you're not going to stop him.
Suggs cross pass with him. It's kind of what the Warriors do with a ball screen. Now you get a tech here.
Draymond's going to get a tee after Wiggins got the foul. So if you got a field goal, the free throw, and a technical free throw, Draymond's got to be careful here. You're already down. Well, Steph got one tee early. Steve just took a timeout, and you want to get away from Ray Acosta so this doesn't grow.
You got multiple guys from the Warriors bench just coming over just to make sure Draymond doesn't go over the line here. Got to watch out. He's letting them hear it. The officials are kind of letting him speak and say his piece. They got another tag.
AJ's gone. He just got ejected. With 8:24 remaining in the first.
That's a huge blow in this type of game
against this team.
All the size they got.
I haven't get to see the Draymond Green suspension. Before I was talked about it. Talked about my reaction to this. Let's do a step about the Draymond Green discussion. Not discussion about projection.
I said, we need him. He knows that. We all know whatever it takes.
Think of the Draymond injection.
All I said is we need him. He knows that. We all know that. So whatever it takes to keep him on the floor, he'll be available. That's what's got to happen, especially at this point in the year. So it's a tough way to start the game, but I am extremely proud of every single person that stepped foot on the floor tonight and responded the way that they did. Because back to back, the team as physical as they are, we got contributions from everybody. And it was a beautiful team effort to respond the way that we did and get this win. Because we went and took it. And that's a big sign for us, a sign of growth to be able to respond that way.
The camera showed you pretty frustrated when he did get ejected. Are you just thinking at that time what you just said, essentially?
Yeah, we know how important the season is. This part of the season is in our ability to get into a rhythm and secure a playing opportunity and give ourselves a shot. We don't want to have self-inflicted wounds when it comes to that. And we all care. We all are passionate about the game and our chances to have something to play for down the stretch. So you give everything you got to this game, and that's the emotion.
So you heard what Steph Curry got to say about so you heard what Steph Curry got to say about by the look of it, by the look of Steph Curry's body language, if you look at his body language, he looked like a guy was depressed, a guy was frustrated, a guy who was really fed up with Draymond Green. Which he got every right to be fed up because if you remember in the stuff during the play-in tournament, where like the preseason tournament, somewhere another thing, but the preseason tournament, I don't want to get confused with people with the play-in, the preseason tournament, so I get confused. It gets confused like that, you're not the only one. You're not the only one that gets confused with it. I'm also get confused. Now, with, like I said, during this preseason tournament, Draymond Green did a choker on Rudy Gobert, and he got ejected like what, 15, 16 games, something like that. I can't remember. Forgive me, I can't remember how many games. I know he got more than 10. I think it was 10 and more. Then he come back against the. Then he comes back and he's playing against the Suns. His Nurkic, he gets suspended again. And now, um, he got ejected under 4 minutes. And he gets ejected under 4 minutes. You can see the Steph Curry frustration, and I can understand that. And believe me, I would be frustrated too if I lost his teammates. I mean, somebody has to help Draymond Green accountable. Somebody has to hold Draymond Green accountable because I mean Draymond Green is a star, and I mean it with utmost respect. And I wish Draymond Green was playing on my podcast, when he was live on the chat. And Draymond Green is a star because you're hurting your team. You are hurting your team now. They're like they're fighting for the play in because Houston Rockets. Say what you want about the Houston Rockets, they're coming. They're coming with the stock. With the income. Because and I said it, because if Draymond, Draymond Green continues to behave like this, there will be repercussions. And that repercussion is not going to get good. So Draymond Green, if you're watching this podcast right now, if you need, and you need to behave yourself. Now, there's a lot of people who commented on the Draymond Green suspension. One is, I believe, let's see a lot of podcasts, a lot of people's reaction, reaction to the Draymond Green situation. Let's listen what what Pete, Kendrick Perkins that was saying, Kendrick Perkins today about
Supposed to go get help. You're supposed to come back a better man. Now, I'm not asking you to change your approach to the game for as your tenacity and your passion, but you're supposed to be able to balance the two. If you're not balancing it, then all of a sudden, then you might need to go get more help. And help is okay because I was one of those guys that I led the league in technical fouls. I got ejected a lot, right?
Yeah.
It ever happened to me in my basketball career and life. I got in a fight outside of a nightclub. One of the summers off seasons that I was playing with the
probably with my radio struggling. But let's listen to what we got to say. I want to take you back to the beginning, then we can then we can um, then I'm gonna share my thoughts.
supposed to go get help. You're supposed to come back a better man. Now, I'm not asking you to change your approach to the game for as your tenacity and your passion, but you're supposed to be able to balance the two. If you're not balancing it, then all of a sudden, then you might need to go get more help. And help is okay because I was one of those guys that I led the league in technical fouls. I got ejected a lot, right?
Yeah.
And the best thing that ever happened to me in my basketball career and in life, I got in a fight outside of a nightclub. One of the summers off season seasons that I was playing with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Sam Presti, who I love so much, is the general manager running things in Oklahoma City, does a hell of a job. Got a great eye for talent. What he's did for that franchise has been a beautiful thing to see. A great friend of mine that's head of the medical staff, Donnie Strack, great friend of mine. They came to me and they said, "Hey, Perk, look, we want to help you, but you gotta want to help yourself." Right? I spent 2 months down in Kansas. Okay. And I went to anger management, and I was in there with a whole lot of doctors and nurses and from around the country that, was in there. My summer was spent in Kansas while I was in class from 8.
It's bugging, but I just want to say this. I'm so happy for Kendrick Perkins as he speaks about this story. When he got into a fight in a nightclub with the Oklahoma City. And what he said is that Sam Presti, who is the GM of the Oklahoma City Thunder, really helped him. Before he was to help him, he got to help himself. And you got to do that. Bob Kendrick, Casey, to be the better man. And where is he right now? Working on ESPN. It's amazing. Yes, what Mr. Russell Wilson got to say?
Again. Your team needs you. Don't get thrown out of last night's game because you're pissed at the ref again. Even if you're right. Don't get the second tech. They need you. But instead of being like, hey, man, this shit's getting old, it pivoted into people feeling bad or sympathy. I guess maybe I should say empathy on this one. I'm not even mad about it. It's actually pretty impressive when you think about it. Nothing's different. But for those couple weeks, it's like, oh, I hope he gets the answers he needs. No, he actually just was kind of on a run of doing some shit you're not supposed to do in games. And by the way, I thought 12 games is fine. People want 20, 25, all that stuff. I'm like, whatever. You're going to miss some games. It's going to cost you a lot of money, but it's also going to cost your team some wins because he's an awesome player. He's an awesome.
Right. Ryan Wood. Yeah. Right now, Ruthless has 100 points. He's 100% accurate in 23. Because you're hurting your team. Even though you're right, you shouldn't behave like that. Even though the referee made a mistake in the call, you should not be angry. You compose yourself and move on. So this I got to say about that is Draymond Green ejection. But Draymond Green needs help. Actually, but he needs help from himself. He needs self help. But to start that, he needs to help himself to be like that. I know people think it's not going to change. You're just okay. I'm fine. But you're hurting the team. You can't tell me hurting the team. Now, let's go with the March Madness recap. So I know they are still playing, but let's see what is shall we? So let's go to ESPN.com. Let's see what's happening right now, and we will have fun. I know there's a lot of NBA games right now. Let's look right now to the men's college basketball. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to share the screen with you guys, and now I think this is pretty good at it. So let's see. Second half, Purdue is dismantled Gonzaga. Like the dismantled already won. Purdue won against Gonzaga 80 to 58. Heyday, heyday. I don't really like that. Back heyday. I was great performance. He got a phenomenal performance today. He is he had 27 points, 13 rebounds compared to MPK. Ram PK, who had 18 points, 10 rebounds. I think that was probably double. North Carolina State. North Carolina State has upset Marquette 67 to 58. So the top performer, let's go to the Boston after Gonzaga and Purdue. Now let's put the box score. Let's see. 2030. Let's start with North Carolina State. DJ Horn had 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. The top scorer. Compared to the Marquette. I'm really late. Sorry, it's Thursday late. If you watch this podcast, please do not hashtag me. Do not call me out on Instagram. Cam Jones, who had 20.2 rebounds and 1 assist. I knew that I was picking North Carolina State on my practice. I'm not gonna lie. If you're picking North Carolina State, you're gonna get Marquette to go to the but I'm not really subscribed. So let's go with the women's basketball team. So let's see if they have played today. I think they. So, yep, they did 3 games. So that's yeah. Yep, 3 games. So 3 games. So let's start with this. I know it comes back at catching up playing a little bit in 20 minutes. So I'm not gonna count that. So North Carolina State I was beating, I was beating Stanford. I believe I did not pick. I don't think I picked North Carolina, but if I did, I did. I was good left. So, let's talk about the top four. So, let's start with her. Guard from the North Carolina State. I, sorry, I'm going to butcher her name. So, Asia James, who had 29 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists, which was pretty good stat. Pretty good stat. Which field goal got 57 percent field goal, 60% in 3 points, and 90% in the 2 point. Now the next top score for the other team who performed very well on Stanford Carmelo. I don't want to get because I don't. I sometimes I do watch it, but I don't have time. I'm kind of busy. Okay. Area, area, Aria Pen, Aria Pen. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher her name. So she has a 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not bad. Not bad for her. For a junior. The women college basketball are killing it. Are really killing it this year. So hands down to women's college basketball. So South Carolina with Louisiana, uh, great win from South Carolina, 79 to 75. So Cardozo had 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. This is Paris, who got the ball from, I think everybody knows this. 21 points. I mean, they handled it business, but not going to turn it. They tried to become, um, vulnerable. And Oregon State shockingly beat Notre Dame by 5 points. Cyclone guards of the Notre Dame had 22 points, 7 rebounds, 3 scored. Gardner had 21 points and 11 rebounds. So I'm pretty shocked about Notre Dame losing to Oregon State. But I feel good. Like a, I always say this. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? But, uh, but, uh, like I said, anything can happen in March Madness. Anything can happen in March Madness because everybody can get beat. Everybody can get beat any single time. So that's why I think March Madness is probably the most craziest year in college basketball. Everybody can get beat. So that's the March Madness recap. Before we leave, let's talk about the NBA standing right now in the East and in the West. Let's start with the East. Like I said, Boston, Boston, let's show right now. Boston is still number one. Milwaukee number two. New York Knicks up to number three. And I think that Cleveland Cavaliers are in the fourth seed. So the team Buffalo is tied with New York Knicks, five Orlando Magic, six Indiana Pacers. Now the play-in, Miami Heat, they are number seven. The Philadelphia 76ers number eight, Chicago number nine, and the Hawks number 10. And if you look at the 25 range, but now now that the pretty much so the teams who have been eliminated, like my Toronto Raptors, they are eliminated. There's nothing to say about that. Um, the Charlotte Hornets, the Washington Wizards, the Pistons are already eliminated. So when I look at this game, looking at the only one, if they lose against Chicago Bulls, if they lose against the Chicago Bulls, they're already eliminated. They're going to be eliminated. So the standing in the East doesn't change. But I'll tell you this, Miami in I know people are pretty much upset with Miami because they're missing. But I'll tell you, I think it's the best thing that happened to them. Last year they they were in the play-in, they went to the final, and you know what happened next. They lost to Denver in the final. I didn't chose the Miami to win the championship, even though they had Jimmy Butler. So Miami will be a scary team. Now let's go to the Western Conference. Let's go to the Western Conference. Denver is still number one, Minnesota number two, Oklahoma number three, Clippers number four, Pelicans number five, Dallas number six, Suns number seven, the Kings number eight, Lakers number nine, Boston number 10, Houston 11. So like I said, the Western Conference are more interesting than the East. Everything can happen. Anything can happen. The Houston Rockets are coming up. They are coming with like a 9 win streak, something like that. Yeah, 9 streak, yeah. It's only 10 or 10 over 10, but whatever. If the Golden State lose, like I like I predicted, like I said in my previous podcast, the Golden State needs to win 10 games, 10 games, and lose four. And thank God it was America the one that doesn't matter. If Steph Curry did not perform like that, if Steph Curry did not perform, it doesn't matter. I think they will be cooked. So I'm glad they won against the Magic. And I think Golden State might not defend it with the Hornets if they handle this. But the Houston Rockets are coming. Don't be scared. Um, look at me like crazy. Those Houston Rockets team, Draymond Green is showing up. Now, the Suns and the Lakers and the Kings, the Kings, they're not really a contender, but they play well. They play amazing. But the defense, we don't play defense. But if the Suns, because they tied with Phoenix Suns, Phoenix Suns tied with the Mavericks. If the Mavericks reach or the Phoenix Suns win, I think the Suns will go to the 16 and the Mavs 17. So anything can happen. So that's all I gotta say about that. Like the eliminated teams like the Jazz, the Grizzlies, the Trailblazers, and eliminated. So I'm not sure. So thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you want to follow me on social media, follow me on Pascal on Instagram, Pascal underscore Miami. Same thing with Fred on Twitter. It's at Valley, which is TMN. And if you want to listen to other content on my podcast, my previous episode, go to you can listen to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and other platforms on my podcast. And I'm gonna say this.